child, come closer tonight. Do not rush away yet. Just stay here with me for a little while longer. Breathe slowly now. That's it. Slow down your thoughts. Slow down your heart. You do not need to carry the entire world tonight. I know you're tired. Not just physically tired. I am speaking about the exhaustion deep inside your soul. The kind of exhaustion that follows you everywhere. The kind that stays with you even after resting. The kind that quietly grows after carrying pain for too long. And lately, your heart has been carrying more than anyone realizes. You wake up every morning and try your best to continue. You answer people, you smile politely, you try to act normal, but deep inside, you feel emotionally drained. And some nights, you secretly wonder how much longer you can keep pretending everything is okay. I saw you tonight, sitting quietly, thinking too much, trying not to cry, trying to stay strong, even while your heart felt heavy. I saw the sadness in your eyes. I saw the pressure inside your chest. And I saw the loneliness you tried so hard to hide from everyone else. My child, you do not need to hide from me. You do not need to pretend here. You do not need to force another smile tonight. Because I already know. I know every fear you never say out loud. I know every memory that still hurts your heart. I know every disappointment you quietly carry inside yourself. And I know there were nights when you cried silently, hoping nobody would hear you. But hear me carefully tonight. I heard every tear, every silent prayer, every exhausted breath. Even during the nights when you stopped speaking completely, even during the moments when all you could do was stare at the ceiling in silence, I was still there, still beside you, still protecting you. Even when you could not feel my presence, you thought you were surviving alone, but my hands were holding you through every dark night. Not once did I abandon you. Not once, not even for a moment. So breathe slowly again and let your shoulders relax. You do not need to solve your whole life tonight. You only need to rest. Rest your thoughts. Rest your fears. Rest your exhausted heart. And allow me to carry the heaviness you have been hiding from everyone else. My child, you have been strong for too long. Too many days pretending. Too many nights overthinking. Too many moments where you carried pain silently because you did not want to burden anyone else. But tonight, you do not have to carry it alone anymore. My child, there's a side of you that very few people truly understand. The quiet side, the fragile side, the emotionally exhausted side, the side that feels overwhelmed but keeps functioning anyway. People see your smile, but they do not see how much effort it takes to smile sometimes. People hear your voice, but they do not hear the sadness hidden underneath it. People think you are strong, but they do not know how many nights you nearly broke down completely, and slowly you became used to hiding your pain. You learned how to say, "I'm okay," even when your heart was hurting deeply. You learned how to comfort other people while secretly wishing someone would comfort you too. My child, I know how lonely that feels. I know how exhausting it feels to carry invisible pain every single day. I know there are memories you still replay late at night, conversations you wish ended differently, people you wish had stayed, moments you wish never happened at all. And I know part of you still blames yourself for trusting too much, for loving too deeply, for giving your heart to people who did not know how to protect it. But listen carefully tonight. Your softness was never weakness. Your kindness was never foolish. And your heart is not broken because you cared deeply. It is wounded because you loved sincerely. Please stop punishing yourself for having a human heart. Pain changes people. Disappointment changes people. Loneliness changes people. But none of those things change your value in my eyes. You are still worthy of love, still worthy of peace, still worthy of rest. Even now, even while healing, even while struggling, even during the nights when you feel emotionally lost. My child, there are moments when you no longer recognize yourself anymore. Moments when life feels emotionally numb. Moments when your own reflection feels unfamiliar. And sometimes you miss the version of yourself that smiled more easily, the version that trusted more freely, the version that still believed life would eventually become beautiful again. But hear me carefully tonight. That version of you is not completely gone. It is simply tired. Tired from disappointment, tired from heartbreak, tired from carrying emotional wounds for too long. And tonight, I want your soul to finally breathe again. My child, you have spent too much time trying to survive everything alone, trying to stay strong for everyone, trying not to disappoint people, trying not to fall apart, trying to keep functioning, even while emotionally exhausted inside. And little by little, your soul became tired, not because you are weak, but because human hearts were never designed to carry this much pain alone. You were never meant to constantly fight silent battles by yourself. You were never meant to destroy yourself, trying to become enough for everyone else. And you were never meant to carry tomorrow's fears every single night. I know there are nights when your thoughts become cruel, nights when fear whispers things will never get better, nights when hopelessness tells you you will always feel this way. But those thoughts do not speak for me, because when I look at you, I do not see failure, I do not see weakness, I don't see someone falling apart. I see someone who kept surviving even while emotionally exhausted, someone who kept trying even after disappointment, someone who kept loving even after heartbreak, someone who kept waking up every morning even when life felt unbearably heavy. That is strength, not perfection, not pretending, just surviving through pain, one difficult day at a time. My child, you need rest too. Not only physical rest, but emotional rest. Rest from overthinking, rest from fear, rest from carrying everybody else's expectations, rest from constantly feeling like you must prove your worth, rest from trying to earn love through suffering. Because my child, you do not need to earn my love. You already have it, completely, fully, without conditions, even now, even while healing, even while struggling, even during the nights when you no longer recognize yourself. Nothing about your pain has made you less precious to me. Nothing about your weakness has made me love you less. And nothing about your exhaustion has made me abandon you. So tonight, stop fighting yourself for a moment. Stop replaying every mistake. Stop carrying guilt for things you cannot change anymore. Stop punishing yourself for being human and let your soul finally rest. My beloved child, this season of pain will not last forever. I know it feels endless right now. I know some nights feel unbearably heavy. I know there are moments when your heart feels emotionally exhausted beyond words, but darkness never stays forever. Morning is still coming, peace is still coming, healing is still coming, even if slowly, even if quietly, even if your heart cannot fully believe it yet. One day, you will wake up and your chest will no longer feel so heavy. One day, your smile will feel real again. One day, your mind will become quiet again. One day, your soul will stop surviving and begin living again. And when that day comes, you will realize, I never stopped walking beside you, not during your confusion, not during your loneliness, not during your breakdowns, not during the nights when you felt forgotten by the world. I was there through every silent tear, through every sleepless night, through every anxious thought, through every moment you almost gave up. I never left you, not once, not even for a second. And my child, I am still here tonight, still holding you gently, still protecting your soul, still whispering peace into your exhausted heart. So please, stop being so hard on yourself. You are healing, even if it feels slow, even if nobody notices, even if some days still hurt deeply. Healing is still happening inside you, little by little, breath by breath, night by night. Now breathe slowly again and let your heart become quiet. Let the pressure leave your chest. Let the fear soften. Let the sadness finally rest for a while. You do not need to carry tomorrow tonight. You only need to rest here with me, because tonight you are safe, you are loved, and you are not alone. Now close your eyes slowly and let your soul finally rest. Because my child, better days are still waiting for you. And when the sun rises tomorrow, remember this: you are still loved, you still have purpose, and your story is not over yet. Peace be with your soul tonight. Amen.